Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore. So, the movie is set several years after the events of its predecessor. The film sees Albus Dumbledore taking Newt Scamander and his allies with a mission that takes them, into the heart of Dark Wizard Grindelwald's army. All right, so here's something. This is actually the first Harry Potter slash Wizarding World. This is actually the first movie I'm actually reviewing in the Wizarding World franchise. I haven't reviewed any of the Harry Potter movies, or the past, or the last two Fantastic Beasts movies. But obviously, the Harry Potter movies is like one of the most successful and well-known franchises. It's like right up there with the DC movies, DC Marvel, Marvel slash MCU, Star Wars, Star Trek, Lord of the Rings. It's definitely one of the most, one of the most successful and well-known franchise in the blockbuster community. You know what I mean? So, but I'll be honest with you, I haven't seen any of the Harry Potter movies. I haven't seen any of the Harry Potter movies until very recently. I was unfortunate to not be able to review all of the Harry Potter movies in preparation for this movie. I only got up to the second movie. I still haven't seen the third movie. I got some homework to do after this, ladies and gentlemen. I have a lot of homework to do. I got a lot of Harry Potter movies that I need to react to. But like the time was ticking, like time was running out, and I was about to see this movie. Time was running out. I was like, forget it. I'm not gonna be able to watch all the Harry Potter movies. So instead, I skipped all the way to the Fantastic Beasts movie. So yes, I have seen Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, and the sequel, the second movie in the Fantastic Beasts franchise, The Crimes of Grindelwald. So I have seen them. I have seen the Fantastic Beasts movie. I'm all caught up with that. Not so much with the Harry Potter, so I have to go back to that at some point in the future. But anyway, yeah. So what is Fantastic Beasts? This Fantastic Beasts movie, it stars Eddie Redmayne as Newt Scamander, and I love. First of all, I love Eddie Redmayne. Like, the only movie I know, he was in Jupiter's Ascending, which is like which I heard is like one of the worst movies of all time. It's also like a box office bomb, and his performance in that movie was awful. But I will always remember Eddie Redmayne portraying, oh fuck, what's his name? Oh, I forgot that. Why am I blanking on the name? But he was in. No, he was oh god damn it. Let's see, Stephen Hawking. That was it. I was like blanking on the name for a second. My mind went blank for like a couple seconds. But yeah, I will always remember Eddie Redmayne for playing Stephen Hawking in The Theory of Everything. I thought he was tremendous, and I don't know if he won an Oscar, but he should at least get nominated for something in that movie, because it was his performance in that movie was amazing. It was extraordinary. It wasn't just amazing, it was extraordinary. But anyway, I will always remember Eddie Redmayne as Stephen Hawking in The Theory of Everything. I remember watching that movie, and I saw that movie, and I also saw that movie again with my parents. But anyway, yeah, and I love this man, and I loved his portrayal as this character, Newt Scamander. And, from the first and the second movie, and then now we're going on to the third movie. So, and now here we are in the third movie. So, I guess, it was always intended to be at least a trilogy. But I guess they're making, but instead they're changing it and making like 5 movies. So there's going to be 5 movies in total of the Fantastic Beasts franchise. But anyway, the Fantastic Beasts prequel. But yeah, anyway, going into this movie, well, first of all, I really did like. I know a lot of people, including myself, really liked the first Fantastic Beasts movie, and Where to Find Them. That movie, I really did like. It opened a door to this other side, to this new side, to this brand new side of the Wizarding World universe. And I thought it looked amazing and it looked beautiful. I mean, of course, it looks beautiful and amazing because there's magic. So of course the visual is gonna look stunning, and it did. Like, I was watching this movie, there was a lot of slow motion like action scenes in this movie, and when they were all slowed down, and things were like flying everywhere, I thought it looked visually amazing. But yeah. And also, the thing is, like, here's what I think about all these characters. I don't really like Ezra Miller's portrayal of this character. I don't even know his name. Like I said, I'm not a huge Harry Potter Wizarding World fanboy. But like, I guess Ezra Miller is like, I don't know if I want to compare. I don't think it's a very good comparison. I think it's a bad comparison, but I would compare him to Darth Vader, I guess. He's not an evil person. He's just lured into the dark side, I guess you could say. And I guess Grindelwald, you can compare him to the Emperor Palpatine, I guess. That could be. I think that's a bad comparison, but there's just a tiny bit between the two of them, I guess, because, I get. But anyway, I just didn't like his performance, and it's not because of the recent legal issues that Ezra Miller has been facing, and I'm not going to be talking about it here in this video, but it's not that. It's just like, I'm watching this movie and I'm like seeing nothing from this character. There's no like energy from this character. But yeah. But I do love Jude Law's portrayal of Dumbledore. So yeah, this movie has like a huge ensemble cast. And yeah. And yeah, so Johnny Depp portrayed Grindelwald. Grindelwald? Yeah, Grindelwald. In the second movie, he was supposed to come back for this movie, the third movie, but there were some legal issues. Like, Ezra Miller, Johnny Depp, and I guess Barry Conan from Eternals is also facing some legal law issues. But anyway, Johnny Depp was facing some legal issues. I'm not gonna dive into it, but we all know what it is. But he was facing some legal issues, and because of that, he was replaced with Matt Mickelson, who is a fan of Johnny Depp's portrayal of the second movie of Grindelwald. And in this movie, Mickelson, Matt Mickelson replaces Johnny Depp. But he was actually a huge fan. Mads Mikkelsen was a fan of, like I said, Johnny Depp's portrayal of Grindelwald in like in the last two movies. But yeah, like his version, his like portrayal, his interpretation of Grindelwald is completely different than Johnny Depp's, and I think he did an amazing job. He did a great job. It may not be on the same level, but almost at the same level. Mads Mikkelsen's portrayal of Grindelwald is on the same level, if not almost the same level as Johnny Depp. And I thought he did an amazing job portraying Grindelwald. But yeah, I did think this movie is a step up from the second movie, but still, it yeah. So the first movie I really did like. The second movie was a step down. Was a step down, not too much, but it was a step down from the predecessor. So I did think Crimes of Grindelwald was a step down from Where to Find Them, but this movie is like the same level. It's like, excuse me, I'm adjusting my microphone, my headphones, excuse me. But anyway, I did think this movie is a step up from Crimes of Grindelwald, but overall, I did have a little mixed feelings about this movie. There were a couple exposition. I mean, granted, a lot. This is a movie. Movies are going to have exposition, in very dramatic moments and dramatic scenes. There's going to be like a character explaining, giving us the audience, telling us the audience, explaining us what's going on, what's happening. There is a couple exposition scenes here and there. Um, I didn't find myself bored, but I will be honest with you. I did check my phone, like what time it is. I did check my time, the time on my phone at least once, and I did yawn at least once. So it is a little bit of a snooze at a certain point. But yeah, so anyway, so not really much to say. So yeah, that's basically my. So anyway, overall, that is my opinion. That's what I have to say about the Fantastic Beasts and the Secrets of Dumbledore. Like I said, it is a step up. So overall, it is a step up from the second movie, Crimes of Grindelwald. The Secrets of Dumbledore is a step up from Crimes of Grindelwald, but overall, it did leave me with a very mixed feeling. Um, kind of very similar to Crimes of Grindelwald, to the second movie. I did feel like there were like a couple moments in the movie, where I did like, it did feel like a little bit of exposition. I did, it did feel very snoozy, and I did yawn, and it kind of felt very boring. I did check my time. I did check my phone once to see what time it is. So yeah, it is a little bit boring here, but yeah. And yeah, Eddie Redmayne is amazing. I love this man. I love Eddie Redmayne. He did an amazing job. He continues to be amazing as Newt Scamander. Mads Mikkelsen is a fantastic addition to to the cast. To the cast. And a replacement to Johnny Depp. He delivered an amazing performance. But yeah, that's all I have to say for the Secrets of Dumbledore. And yeah, the action scenes were also visually amazing, and very brilliantly maneuvered. So anyway, if you've seen the Secrets of Dumbledore, let me know what you thought about it in the comment section below. Thank you so much for taking the time to listening to my review. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see all of you lovely people really soon.